What's up, nerds? So I'm switching the schedule right now. So Friday is going to be Beyond the Cover, and today is going to be Nerdosophy. Now, this is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and that is what makes a superhero a superhero. Now, this is all my personal opinion. You don't have to agree. I really want to have a conversation about this, so once again, I'm going to say this right now. Twitter or write in the comments down below. I'll be glad to respond to them and talk and have a conversation. So, what makes a superhero a superhero? Now, there's a lot of things, obviously. Like, if they have superpowers, that's a no-brainer. If they do good. Now, doing good is where things get tricky. What exactly is doing good? Is it them thinking they're doing good or them actually doing good? And what I believe is doing good, I believe is being selfless. I believe is being willing to sacrifice your body, your life, your personal life for the benefit of other people. That's what I believe it is. Now, when I see Superman, I don't think of him flying through the air. I don't think of his laser vision. I don't think of him punching people in the face. I think of him being willing to die to protect people. Having to push himself that extra mile to save people. That's what Superman does. That's what superheroes should do. I think that's what most superheroes do. Now, there are some anti-heroes we could throw in there too, and like the Punisher is a main example, and the reason we could throw him in there is because, well, he wants to stop bad guys from living, obviously, so he wants to be that threat. And he wants to be that constant threat. And he puts himself into the danger so no one has to suffer the loss that he suffered. And a lot of heroes, if you notice, have lost parents or have lost family members to crime or something like around about that, or have had a bad childhood. And the reason is because it shows them humanity at a young age. Like Bruce Wayne's parents getting gunned down. It showed him humanity. It showed him the darkness of humanity. And it showed him what he had to become. Being a hero means you have to accept the fact that you can't stop everything, but try your best to stop it. Now, we could also throw into the debate that villains think they're doing good. All villains think they're the good guy. There are no villains out there that go, yup, I'm the bad guy. And if they do, they're very cheesy villains. Like, when you have someone like Captain Cold, who could technically nowadays be on either side, well, according to, like, the TV show, Legend of Tomorrow, but in reality, he thinks he's doing good. Like, he may be robbing banks and hurting people, but hey, he goes by a code. He doesn't harm people that aren't in his way. Now, if someone was in his way, then that's an issue that he has to take care of. But he's taking money. He's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just stealing. He's just a thief. So it's kind of like they never think of themselves in this awful light. All of them think of themselves that they're doing good. They're doing good for themselves. They're doing good for others. They're doing good for their family. Lex Luthor thinks he's an amazing human being. So does Dr. Doom. Doesn't make what they do right. It just makes them human. Because a lot of people like to think that they're doing the right thing, when in reality, they're not doing the right thing at all. And with a superhero, it's not that they know they're doing the right thing. It's that they're trying not to hurt anybody. They're trying to make sure that no one gets hurt. They don't want to see anyone get hurt. Because they look at people as individuals, not just numbers. Like, when you break it down to the fact that if one person dies, it's a tragedy in their eyes. Now, I take this from like Captain America and Superman, like the almost cheesiness of like everyone's special and everyone's good and everyone is worth being saved. Every life is worth being saved. Now, do all superheroes think every life is worth being saved? No. But there is that common core of we have to save people. We can't just sit there and let people die because we're being selfish. There's a lot of heroes, I'm not going to bring up any names, who are kind of jerks, and you know they're selfish people. And I'll do a video on him in a bit. Soon, hopefully, sooner than later. I'm working on that. It's probably going to be a list for him alone, because I'm not a fan of him. But you have to look at what they bring to the table and what they're willing to sacrifice. And I think most superheroes are willing to sacrifice their lives to save other people. Like when you see Superman going, it's time for me to finish this with Doomsday, whether it be the comic book or even in Batman vs. Superman, which I don't like bringing up anymore, but still, even in Batman vs. Superman, you see that look in his eyes, you're like, he knows he has to do this. It's not that he wants to do it. He doesn't want the glory. He wants to save people. You don't do something for the glory of it. You do it to save people. And I think that's my jumbled up philosophy of what makes a superhero super is you're selfless, not for the glory of it, but for the fact that you don't want to see other people hurt. And for villains is you think you're doing good, but when in reality you're going about it in bad ways. So yes, that was this episode. I want to know if you guys agree, disagree, you have your own opinions. Please let me know. I would love to talk about it. I want to hear other people's opinions of what they think makes a superhero what makes a superhero, not what makes a superhero super, because, well, obviously the super part is they have powers, or they're just very smart, or they're just comic books. But once again, I love it no matter what at the end of the day. I think really all of them have that common core, but I do want to know if people have other thoughts on that. So yeah, with that being said, let me know on Twitter, once again, or in the comments down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you can. That'd be great. Spread the word about me, which is also awesome. And if you have any recommendations for videos you want me to do, please don't be afraid to tell me. I want to learn as much as you guys do. So if you guys want to talk or know my opinion on something and you want to see a video on it, don't be shy, let me know. And until then, you guys stay nerdy.